everyone! In this video, I will explain a little bit about adjective clause. Do you ever heard about adjective clause? Or maybe you're a bit confused about what is this? Don't worry. In this video, I will completely break down with this topic so you can become even better at speaking English and make your sentence sound amazing. Alright, so what exactly is an adjective clause? Do you know? Adjective clause is a group of words that function similarly to an adjective. Remember what's an adjective job? Yep, to describe or modify a noun or a pronoun. Well, an adjective clause does the same thing, but the difference is it has its own subject and verb inside. So it's like a mini sentence that hitches a right in the main sentence to give more detailed information. Okay, let's look at a simple example you might already be familiar with and compare. The first example, adjective. The red car is mine. Here, the word red is an adjective describing the car, short and direct. The second example for adjective clause is the car which is red is mine. Now, look at which is red. Okay, this is an adjective clause. It also describes the car just like red, but it has a subject which and a verb is. It serves the same function, but it's more expressive. Easy, right? The difference is clear. And then, to make it even clearer, there are three main characteristics of an adjective clause that you absolutely need to know. The first always has a subject and verb. Every clause, including an adjective clause, must have its main players, its own subject and verb within it. The second starts with a connection word. This is the most crucial part. An adjective clause always begins with special words called relative pronouns or relative adverbs. For relative pronouns, there are who for people, whom for people as an object, whose, possession, which for things or animals, and that for people, things, or animals. These usually replace the noun being described. And for relative adverb, there are where for place, when for time, and why for reason. And the last is follows the noun it describes. An adjective clause always attaches itself right after the noun or pronoun it modifies. This is the key to avoiding misinterpretation. Alright, let's try some more examples with various relative pronouns and adverbs. Pay close attention. The first example, we use who for people. The sentence is the girl who is wearing a blue dress is my sister. Okay? Here, Who is wearing a blue dress? It describes the girl. Who is the subject within this clause? The next example, we use which for things or animals. The sentence, I read a book which was written by my favorite author. In here, which was written by my favorite author describes a book. And next example, we use that. The sentence, this is the dog that barked loudly last night. That barked loudly last night describes the dog that can replace who or which in many cases. The fourth example, we use whom, object for people. The sentence, the man whom I met yesterday is a famous artist. Whom I met yesterday describes the man. Whom here is the object of the verb met. Next example, we use whose for possession. The sentence, I know a student whose grades are always excellent. Whose grades are always excellent in here describe a student. This shows that the grades belong to that student. Next example, we use where for place. The sentence, do you know the restaurant where we had dinner last week? Where we had dinner last week is describes the restaurant, and this is about location. The seventh example, we use when for time. The sentence, summer is the season when I feel most energetic. When I feel most energetic it describes the season, and this is about time. And the last example, we use why for reason. That's the reason why I was late. Why I was late is describe the reason. Okay? See, they always give specific extra information about the noun before them, making sentence much richer. Do you understand? Okay, here I will give you some questions and you guys can identify the adjective clause in each sentence and determine which noun it describes. Okay guys, now we will discuss the answer to this question. The first question is, the woman who answered the phone was very polite. The answer for adjective clause is who answered the phone. Meanwhile, for describes is the woman. The second question is, I visit the city where my grandparents were born. For the question adverb clause is Where's my grandparents were born. Meanwhile, for describes is the city. The third question is, do you know the student whose project won the competition? The answer for adjective clause is whose project won the competition. Meanwhile, for, meanwhile for describes is the students. The first question is the cake that my mom baked was delicious. The answer for adjective clause is that my mom baked. Meanwhile for describes is the cake. Fifth question is my best friend who lives in London is coming to visit. The answer for adjective clause is who lives in London. Meanwhile for describe is my best friend. Not Ben. This is a non-defining clause because there is a comma. And the last question is this is the day when everything changed for me. The question for adjective clause is when everything changed for me. Meanwhile for describes is the day. Right, maybe only that the question for this video. Okay guys, what do you think? I hope with this explanation of adjective clause was easy to understand with you all. And if you have any question or feel free to write them in the comment section below. And thank you for watching to this video. Bye bye.